record, but still why not try also that the stream is indeed working while I start as usual the overlay that we need. Be able to hear me and also the audio is working. Okay. We are now flying with an alert box, guys, meaning that, look at this, pausing live also video due to coronavirus. Good thing I never had ads on my videos. So this scrolls down. So now if someone follows me, I should receive an alert and be able finally to thank you guys for all the support I've been receiving. Creator Studio, yes. Should I still have the standard one, the one with the zombie that appears and says such and such is following you or share your stream. Well, actually the sharing part I don't know if it works. Still, we should have more alerts than before, meaning that I had none, and now perhaps I will have some. Launch the game while I also go back to the left, because I was using the old OBS, no, but I've spoken about it, I don't want to bore you too much. This one for the plugin that no longer works anyway, and so why not do the switch. Sturmovik, and I guess also, yeah, why not Discord, just in case I might need it. I don't think I'll start TeamSpeak, it's kind of useless. Besides, it's used by the Russians, they don't speak English, unfortunately. Eccoci qui. Hi, check, and I can mute it like this. Should I need it? Yeah, now it's muted though. Unmuted. It works strangely, in fact, at first. Then it goes better. Well, okay, I won't touch it. It can stay unmuted. So the game is this. Here we are. The game that is now running so much better. In fact, since I paid my due by losing the opportunity of playing DCS because it now runs horribly, but at least this is running better. And already I see more players online. The quarantine is helping with the dwindling player base of this. At least there is one positive aspect. Yeah, I received just a few minutes ago a joke about the fact, but do you know about the epidemic since you're always playing in VR? Well, you have no idea, man. This has been troubling times indeed in my entire country, and certainly for me as well. In fact, gaming is probably the best thing you can do in Italy right now, since you're not even supposed to go out of the house. This is how bad we're having it. And just to answer the guy that was, in a way, pondering such question. Loading up. I seem to have read the name of the scenario, Defense of the Caucasus. Which is this? Okay, Caucasus map, which is cool, but the eastern part, which is bigger, unfortunately, I prefer the smaller one, but I mean, it can still be interesting. Loading. It's set in 1942. I will go with the Russians, to tell you the truth, just because we played the Germans twice in a row. Where is my pointer? When it does like this, you have to click inside the window. Yeah, and then it works. Let me see the number of players, though. If there is a very big imbalance, I might go German today as well. Actually, it seems we don't know the team composition. Then I'll just go Russian period, because... Oh, here it is. No, it's better to go Russia. We will find many more targets. It's over. Well, I came just in time. At least we'll be there from the beginning, I guess. Good. It's not necessarily a problem. We'll be there from the beginning. Let me see who's playing. There are some people that you see every day. Most of them are from a couple of clans, but I know nothing about them. My two friends that used to play no longer play, apparently. And if James comes online later, I guess he will tell me, so he's the only regular, I guess, that I play with. The pointer is still acting strangely. Because this has become in focus. Remove it. Minimize it. Has to stay down. Loading. What's this news that I see behind in Steam? Developer diary C47. For the new expansion. Damage improvements and P47 did 22 picks. Sounds interesting. It's loading. I'm not wasting time. I'm waiting for the game to actually start. We will have some new trucks and an ambulance, it seems, in the DLC that's about to come out. No, it's better actually to come to a match that was ending outright instead of having it going for like 5 minutes, take off, and then it ends, no? Silver linings. Still loading. If I click on the window, I know I'll get the freeze notice. Like, this app has crashed, do you want to close it? But if you don't, it eventually starts. I know about it. Here it is. Okay. Will we finally play the game? Which is this map? Battle of Prokhorovka. Debate exists over the significance and outcome of the battle. Never heard of it myself, unfortunately. Destroy 5 objectives. We are going to be Red Army this time. Transport column, tanks and vehicles, airfield, tanks. I cannot scroll this thing. Come on. Finish the loading. I have the spinny cursor. Okay. And we can spawn. I know it then, okay. It's the one with airfields separated for some reason. One on this side. Not the exact disposition that I remember. It's quite big. Not necessarily a problem. And you know what? I want to be the PA2 today. Since I had so much trouble encountering one in combat yesterday, let's play the other side. And I will go with a couple of bombs to the closest objective and the blister turret. Why don't I ever carry the blister turret? But tell you what, let's use something different. Both rockets and bombs. I can bring 10 rockets with 2 FAB 250. No? It might be interesting. 2 medium-sized bombs and 10 rockets. Also to shoot rockets for a change. Let me see the weather. This is a neat trick. Okay, green. The weather is green, so the plane stays the same. Oh, Russian bomber. Let's do it. Well, it's not a bomber proper, but this game doesn't have Russian bombers. Only ground attack planes. Look at this guy's livery. And ignition. So, increase the mixture, increase... What's the performance? Seems bad. Well, probably because everyone is starting from the same airfield. Actually, I see nobody around me. I don't know why then. No, they're still loading. They're still loading, so I don't know why. There's only one guy with me. Well, let's hope the performance increases once we're in the air, I guess. I'm pushing the brake lever because you gotta... but it didn't start. Always this thing. Always. But I had increased the RPM. What bad. Power off. Okay. False start. And now that started. And what about the other one? 100% RPM. Second engine ignition coils off. Yeah, but what about... Wait. Select only the first engine and ignite. Okay. Second engine selected and first engine selected. I'm controlling them both. But the first still doesn't start. No, but it's starting. First engine magneto 1, 2. Okay. You see, I've improved starting this goddamn thing, but still I encountered some troubles with it. And now the main thing that James told me about, I didn't know about it. You can easily control one engine at a time, and that's the way you solve it when one doesn't start. Maybe 70%. Flats is a bit ambitious. Let's put them at 30%. RPM is to the max, yeah. Now I'm reducing it. No. Why the heck? Okay. This isn't helping with my takeoff. Okay. Well, but I should be able to. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I'm carrying a heavier load than usual. Of course, that's not helping. Wow. I made the plane much heavier. I didn't expect it to act like this. It's actually freaking dangerous. Let me check the speed. 200. Also open the radiators, but they're pretty open, maybe too much. Where is my heading? Thank you. I'm heading south. Should be good, but I cannot see myself on the map. Ah no, I can barely. I cannot, of course, go to the map and close the technical view. I will soon enough. I guess we're bombing the enemy airfield. It's in general the easiest objective, so since we're just starting, why not? Yeah. Right engine overheating. Come on. Reduce the throttle and open radiator. Is it still? Apparently not. Okay. Oh my god, that was some takeoff. That was some takeoff. I didn't expect it to be so heavy. So, trim it a bit. Yeah, I never used the trim in this game because you have that handy autopilot that is also unrealistic. But actually the trim is very useful because you can set the plane on a climbing attitude, for instance, no? Without having to pressure the controls. It's doing nothing. Does this plane actually trim? It's doing nothing. 50% it does nothing. Maybe it's inverted. Ah, it is. Okay. Oh, and I can finally zoom the part of the map that I care for. And yes, we're a bit off route. I have to go to the right. I wouldn't climb that much more than this. Maybe a bit more. But not that much more. Straight for the airfield. Hit it and then come back, while there's still a few players in the match. Well, actually, all the Germans connected fairly well, while we're missing our red players at this time. But we have Lucifer the King on our team, that's good. That's some edgy name, Lucifer the King. Whereas their 7th rank player is completely inept. So you see, already a good start. If he's completely inept, it will be certainly easy. It's a bit early to check my 6, but I guess we might as well. Compared to the 110, you have less room in this plane for the pilots and more room for bombs in practice, no? Because there's an what's his name? A bomb bay that the 110 doesn't have. Or if it has, it must be small because the bombs I carry never fit in it in any case. I'm starting to smoke black again. Only black though, huh? Probably I'm pushing the engine a bit too much. Rather than opening the radiator, I will lower the RPM. Straight towards the objective. But open the radiator so well, apparently. I wanted to check that nested gun sight option that James was telling me about with this plane. What happens if I activate it? Well, what happens is pretty bad because the movement of the head no longer correspond to... Ah, well, okay, I see. But you can aim a bit better. I still wouldn't do it. I still would let the AI handle it, to tell you the truth. This is also very nausea-inducing. Why do I keep smoking? 80%? Well, lower the throttle as well. We are going 300. Once it starts going, it's a pretty fast plane, totally unlike the Sturmovik. Unfortunately, that's the thing. I would be flying the Sturmovik all the time if it wasn't so slow. You would need closer objectives for it to be engaging during a stream. If I pick the Sturmovik, I can do maybe a couple of runs in the entire stream. But I'm still smoking. So reduce the RPM further. Open the radiators more, but more than 80. What's the problem here? Ah, the mixture! Am I stupid or what? I did everything except the mixture. Of course. No, it was completely illogical. You can very easily push these engines. The problem was the mixture. You do something 1,000 times, you will still forget about it. Let me play with the contrast one sec, since we now have the options. What looks better? This, or this? This is the worst. I think the clearer one is better. Even though I would have to test it when I have a closer airplane, because I want to see the effect of it, basically. The concept is that you gotta check where it's shimmering to find targets. So actually making it more clear might be worse, I don't know. Starting to scour the horizon, but no, we should be alright. Someone's destroying the fuel storage. Chatty Tumbler. Let me see which side is he on. Chatty Tumbler is a German. So if they're destroying some fuel depot, it must be the AVRM, probably. We're only 20, no, not even. 16, 17 kilometers to the objective right now. Enemy airfield, hard to miss. It's also easy to find, another advantage of attacking such objectives. Someone behind. Yeah. Let me see the different contrast with that in the picture. Like this I can see it. I see it. Well, surprisingly, probably this is the best. The in-between. That's airfield, I already see it. Well, it looks like an airfield, but sometimes there are more that are not part of the objectives. Rozodeskaya, Neprayevko. There should be 2 small towns between me and the objective. Would they fit? Possibly. Well, the battle over it is also a telltale sign, and that's a friendly because it's being shot at by the anti-air artillery apparently. To me it still looks too close though. No, but it's that. I zoomed the map more than usual, that's the reason it seems close. That's the enemy airfield, okay. 2 bombs and 10 rockets, I think. I start with the rockets. Well, no, maybe I should do both at the same time, because if I get intercepted, I will go from the left. To go straight for it in general is not the best idea. Also because the targets stand in a line, you know? So if I come from the correct side, it should in theory be better. What's my speed? Almost 400, look at this. I won't be the easiest thing to intercept. Also, yeah, I've been on the other side of the rear gun. It's very, very dangerous. Unlike the 110s. With the 110 you can pretty much position yourself behind it and do whatever the hell you please. But put yourself behind one of these, you will have a very bad time, as I promptly demonstrated yesterday. There were several factors that made me fail actually during that interception. And the main one was that I went for it like it was a 110. Our White House is under attack. Okay, so the bombs on the buildings, the rockets on the parked planes. Sounds good, no? Opening the bomb doors. And I'll also strafe while I shoot my rockets on these. Low altitude, of course, because anti-air, well, it's lethal at all ranges, but maybe if I come at it faster and lower. Shoot a rocket or 2 at this. Possibly at the anti-air. These things are not accurate. No, they're not accurate. Okay. Bomb. And rocket. The bombs were on target. The rockets not at all, I'm afraid. These rockets suck in terms of accuracy. I would have done better to bring 2 bombs, but still I did destroy the buildings, so there's 1 left. Should we go at it with the remaining rockets? At least it's big enough not to miss. The die performance is bad though, I don't know why. I shoot at the last time. I'm out of rockets, okay. Then that's it, I guess. Fuel leak, watch out. Watch fuel level and disengage. Well, and I got damage on the useless second pass. Okay, time to return to base, I guess. How much did I destroy? 2 buildings. Well, it's not necessarily bad. I should have brought the big bombers. The big bombs, after all, because the rockets were pretty useless. And I have an enemy on my tail, so I think I'll be very quickly returning to base. His performance is abysmal. Maybe if I cross the Bombay, no? Ah, someone's covering me, eh? I like how he moves, it's very realistic. Ah, if they come at me from the side, it's going to look bad. If I return to base, it's probably 5 times the points, I don't know, much more. So it's important that we at least make an attempt. What's the situation? First engine damage and a fuel leak. Unfortunately, this is a big map, so the base is quite far. I wonder if I got rid of that guy because my gunner killed it. Apparently not. Okay, that was just too much to hope for. The engine is smoking bad. The engine certainly is smoking bad. We have a hole in the canopy. I can feel a slight breeze. But I think I no longer have a tail. Even if I'm smoking so much, it's not easy to find me again. You know how this game is, no? So I will take my time now while we fly to base to check if I have some information on how to treat the damaged engine on the technical specification page. Engine RPM, automatic governor, airplane has fence tip, airplane has an automatically controller. Sometimes you have some information there. There is also a controller for a drop delay between. When rockets are installed, there is a servo control. No, but the rockets suck. Very hard to aim. Oil radiator shuttles are fixed. Engine has a... No, tells me nothing for damaged engines. Sometimes you have the notes, sometimes you don't. Still running. Perhaps I should reduce the RPM of the affected engine? No? Makes sense. No, actually it's the first engine that is... Okay. We will put it... First engine is the one to the left, I think, no? First, second. I'll put it at 70 and open the radiator a bit more. Okay. Second engine, unselected, selected. Okay, both engines selected again. Well, the sturdiness of Russian engines has surprised me positively before. I'm leaking quite a bit of fuel. How's my fuel? Not so bad. Apparently I'm leaking at a slower rate than it seems. Why do I have so bad performance today? The settings are... Ah! I know. Probably I updated my NVIDIA drivers. They must have reset the settings. Probably. Because it runs like it did before I made the change. So after this sortie I can switch it back, no problems. Of course I won't do it now because I need to learn this thing. Once I manage, if I manage, we are going to the NVIDIA control panel and changing. You actually don't get any points for whatever you do until the sortie is over. So, if I crashed, I would already be cashing in the points, so to speak, but I will get much less. And you can probably have still more points than zero in practice. I mean, no multiplication at all if you crash. But if you crash land, it's already better. If you crash land in friendly territory, it's better. And well, of course, if you return to base, it's the best. We might actually, yeah. Here it is, that's the base. Overflying Prokhorovka. 12 kilometers from it. Gross estimation. Gross estimate. I'm not sure about the English word. Svino Pogorovka. Pogorovka. Am I still smoking, actually? Ah, yes, I am. For a moment there. I thought I wasn't. Okay, we're now over the city. Now, if I go to the NVIDIA control panel and I find the option is still the same, I will be devastated, because it means the performance is back to be looking bad. That won't stop me from playing, of course, but it's much worse than before, especially in VR. I think we'll leave, huh? I think I'm seeing my Olga again. Yeah, they're both named Olga. Both the German and Russian wife. This is a pilot that has a very complex existence. At a certain point of the war, he even switches sides, of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeing all these flights from both sides of the conflict. Svino Pogorilovka, here I come. Should I start? I guess I better. Flaps and landing gear. So, start slowing down. 200 now. Of course I will accelerate again by going down. Ah, I'll turn on the lights, since we don't have traffic control, at least, no? There's very little that can go wrong at this point, but I best not speak too soon. I am damaged after all. There might be structural integrity faults or something like that. 200. No, slow down more. I'm coming a bit short, but not necessarily a problem. These planes can land on grass. I will land on grass no matter. That's grass all the same. I want to be very straight at the moment. Ah, probably due to the RPM unbalance, yeah, but it's okay. So, brake. Actually, I don't break the propeller as often when I land with these bigger planes. We're going with a fighter now, huh? Avia IRM is under attack. At least my score will look better from the beginning. And finish the mission. Was fairly tense to return to base with a damaged engine. Let me see the points. 10 points, which puts me in first place. Okay, let me see the settings because there's something wrong. Settings. I hope it's this, otherwise I don't know where to look. And I hope I can change it on the fly, but I think I can. Well, okay. No, it's still set on 2. I don't know about the VSync settings, because I had it set separately for the game. Let's disable it nonetheless. But, this is not what I was hoping to find, because it looks more or less the same. I swear every update it gets worse. Every single update. New version of NVIDIA, you best expect that it's going to work better. Check. Okay, you can hear me. And back to the game, and back to the same airfield. We spawn a Yak. Ah no, we have the 5FN. 5FN, I bought it the other day. 5FN is a pretty good beast. It's probably the best Russian fighter in the game. Do we want the fixed loop radio compass? Why not? I don't want the mirror because in this plane they put it right in front of the aiming sight. It's very annoying. It covers your already limited field of view. That's an A10. Okay, it's the bigger bomber for the Allied side in this game. Okay, it's fairly easy to start this plane. You don't have a mixture control. You don't even... no, you can set your RPM, and I'll increase it just in case. And I can close the canopy already. This brakes with the lever. No differential pedals. Yeah, we're ready. Oh, wait, let him go first. I might even escort him, no? He will act as bait at the very least. I want to keep an eye on that guy because otherwise I might crash into him. I will be faster than him. Okay. Much easier to take off on an LA-5FN. Oh! Okay, landing gear is up. Look at him smoking like crazy. Will this guy survive his takeoff? I'm having some doubts about it. What the heck? No, it's okay. It's just producing some smoke. We're turning straight south, it seems. Someone has scored way more than me with his first sortie, it seems. Okay, continuous mode. Let me see. We are going... to tanks and vehicles? No, we might be heading for the airfield. Yeah, it's just a little bit off course. To tell you the truth, I don't want to stay that low. But if I climb too much, I might lose him. Of course, the phone must bother me. And it's a useless mailing list. You know what doesn't stop due to the pandemic? The mailing list haven't. The mailing list still run perfectly well. Pandemic or not. It's got a nice camo pattern, but I'm not sure it's that right for this map. Because it's a bit too brownish. It makes me think more of the desert. Yeah, I passed him, predictably. But do we want to go with this low ass, really? No, let's move a bit up. I'm not so sure it's worth it. We will go ahead and scout the surroundings. He will tank us when it's time. Possibly I might remove some threats from his flight path. Because we know where he's heading now. So basically what I gotta do is guard. I mean, not guard, but ensure friendly air superiority above the airfield. Objective. Completely disappear. Completely disappeared. It's incredible. Spotting in this game, I swear. To do the entire flight with that thing, it's not worth it. Well, somewhere, I guess. Over the rainbow, na na. Hey, James! Okay, man, don't worry. I know it's important. When we can play, we will. I hope tomorrow morning you can play. I think we're doing War Thunder together with Nix. I was double checking the lineup that you were using the last time, gents. You was going in War Thunder with a plane that was rated only 2.0, meaning lower than the actual rank we was playing. We should try again, maybe, to play in 1.0 or 2.0, and you can use that while I use my new Swedish planes, which I was planning to show on stream, because I started grinding that line, and they seem to be pretty good, even the early one. Unfortunately, to unlock the better ones, you have to really grind it hard, because unlike the other tiers, since there's less planes, you don't get the new tier until you unlocked every single plane in the previous one, including the bombers. So I will have to play Swedish quite a bit before I can achieve that result. But the rank 3 look very cool. That's the one with the twin tail. It's extremely distinctive. And I think we fought one together, one of the past sessions. They seem to be pretty threatening planes. And now maybe you wasn't there that day, but I fought this. The twin tail Swedish planes that is currently in the splash screen of the game, by the way. What's that? Front right. Not an objective, because it would be... That's not the airfield. The airfield is more that way. Early morning War Thunder. Yeah. You gotta put the work in, otherwise you'll never get... you need effort to play the War Thunder, or you'll never get the good planes. It's not that bad, come on. People love that game. You also can be one of people if you put some effort into it. If you know what I mean. Okay, this is the airfield that we bombed, because I did a successful bomb run. Unfortunately, I stupidly brought rockets, and I missed with every single one of them. Luckily, I also had a couple of bombs. It also made taking off with the PA2 a pretty tense experience, because with a full load of 10 rockets and 2 bombs, it was a bit heavier, to say the least. So, let's start the hunt. If I go too close to the objective, I'll be attacked by the anti-air. I might take it wide, so wide even that I go to the tanks first, because the tanks are also a point of interest for the battle. And that's 2 tiles, both friendly and enemy. Start to scout really hard. In the clouds it's easy to see things, because they make that glitching effect. Above or below, of course, we'll see. What's my altitude, by the way? I didn't check it once. I don't even know where it is on the spray. Ah, here it is. 3,500. It's good, it's good. Trying to keep my mind open to any possible things that I might spot. Checking the 6 regularly. There's plenty of players online, huh? We will find the fighters this time. I'll go to the tanks and back. This is the area I'm going to patrol, thanks to airfield. Anyone attacking blue airfield? Well, I'm not properly attacking it. Yes. Currently going for warehouse. That's not really that useful of a piece of intel. I hear the sounds of battle in the radio, but... Ooh, shit. Yeah. Talk about unforgiving. Snuck on me through the clouds. You see, that's the thing. I was thinking about yesterday. Sometimes the clouds feel a bit unfair, because I couldn't see anything. Well, I guess everything's possible. Maybe he just spotted me. Let's go from the other airfield though, so we don't do exactly the same thing. This one, Krasny. And... P39L, A20, IL-2? No, it only makes sense to go with the LA-5. No chance to react, unfortunately. No chance at all. It happens. Go, go. Best not dwell into it. Let's see what we find here. Maybe someone to fly information with. Unfortunately, you come to accept this kind of occurrences in this game. Just no way to anticipate when they dive on you like that. I think you were supposed to turn to the left for taking off. The problem is, if they don't, while I turn to the left, you know what's gonna happen. Unfortunately I do, but I'll be quicker than that to start the engine, because that thing still... yeah, the propellers aren't even spinning, so... well, but I can go straight. It's a fighter after all. Okay. Let's hope for a better outcome this time. No mixture control, right, LA-5FN. It's nice to be flying this finally, huh? I bought it the other day and played it only on Berlog. You can see that the performance is better than the earlier Russian fighters, for obvious reasons. The guy is landing, I think, yes. Why did he land? Just where the planes are... No, wait. He's taking off. He turned to the right to take off. That's not what I would have done. I guess we might follow him for a while. It's not like my lone wolf hunting idea went so smoothly, so perhaps the first outcome was preferable to me, sticking behind this and perhaps try to escort him. Well, turn off these lights now. Does he want to do the entire flight with the lights on? Apparently, yes. The problem with escorting these bombers, or should I say ground attack planes, is that they all fly low. I was guilty of that as well, but when you have no communication, you don't feel that strong inclination of sticking with them at this altitude, where you're incredibly vulnerable. I guess it will make our flight a bit more interesting. That's a 920, right? Yeah. It's got the red stars on the wings, though, huh? So a Land-Lease 1. It's incredibly easy to lose them. Heh, now you do the turn and find it again. Incredibly easy. We gotta practice these giants. I suck at following bombers. I always overshoot them. Oh well, same plane as before now. Hey, someone's following me, so the alert box is working. Let's see, Jerry Dexter. Hey, hello, thank you for the like. Now I know who likes or follows my stream, finally. We got the alt. Oh, here it is. We also found the A20 again. Good. Good. All is well. The zombie alert. I'm using the standard zombie. Oh, but they're actually... So that's the reason he turned. He was going with his friend. He turned. Well, then we certainly can use a fighter escort in this group of two A20s. He was communicating with him, like I turn right, you turn left, and of course I'm out of the loop and I got... we found them again. Let me try the contrasting now that I have these things at medium distance. Well, now this would be the better one, the clearer settings. I'll leave it at that. If that alert comes in a difficult moment, it would be quite tricky to actually read the name of who liked my stream. Okay, transport column it is. No, they would be attacking the warehouse probably, okay. No, they're flying one on top of the other for some reason. I guess I should stay even higher, since I'm the escort. One is much faster than the other. I think the A20 just produces that kind of smoke normally. I thought that thing was overheating, but these have been producing it ever since they took off. Maybe because it uses American fuel, no? Highest octane. It would be high performance even like that. The other is a bit too open. I'm increasing my drag in an excessive manner. When it goes into the cloud you cannot lose it. Look at the glitchiness that it has. Becomes extremely easy to spot. I didn't perform the smoke check. No, of course it's unneeded. In this plane the mixer is set automatically, so you will never produce smoke until you overheat. Another reason that makes the plane superior. Shit, I must say, if I were German I would love that big black streak to home in. It's very easy to spot these guys, huh? Even from the ground it would be. I'm afraid they got separated, so I either keep my eye on one or the other. But he's going first, I guess, so it's okay. On the warehouse. So, north of a big wooden area, it seems. He should turn, he's probably going at it from the north. He should turn left very soon, I guess. And that's the warehouse, okay. Let's try to be wary of the possible enemies that jump on me suddenly like before. Once I start turning above the objective I gotta watch out. Okay, yes, the other A20. I don't want to do the exact same thing again. Why all the clouds are above the objective? I can still see the guy through the cloud because he's got that huge streak of black. I'll follow the A20, I guess. Now once they actually bomb, the enemy will get unnoticed, so we'll probably have them here very soon. Okay, here's the objective. I had lost it because of all these clouds. This is a dangerous place to fly though. I don't like it at all. It's like where I died before. Yes, the A20 with his run. They will dive straight for him if there's an enemy. Possibly overlooking me. Bombs away, didn't do much it seems. Okay, that's a target. Let's go for it. Shit. Where did you go? Check 6. Oh my god, this phone, I cannot believe it. I don't care. Not now. I think the other guy released these bombs. Or maybe he went for a second pass to drop the other bomb, one of the two. So I see no German diving for the A-20s at the moment. Well, of course, if they bomb unimpeded, I won't return to base with them. I will go to the transport column and guard it, possibly. I don't want to stay right on top of the objective. That was a very bad strategy. Enemy warehouse destroyed. Good job, guys. Now all enemies will rush here to try and punish them. Meaning that if I stay at altitude and hiding in between the clouds, we might find a quarry. Unless they find us first. A single plane that is spotted? No more. Still smoking where they dropped their bombs. No. Okay, that should be the A-20 returning. Got damaged by anti-air, I presume. And that's the other A-20. So we are done with the bombing and they appear to be safe. No. No, no. Okay, they're under attack. Dive. That's our German of the day. No, that's the A-20. The smallest one is the BF, I guess. He passed him, okay. Now he's in front of the A-20, and the A-20 is shooting him with his front-facing armament. And I'm faster and coming to it. Yeah, increase speed further. I hit him. It's a friend. What the fuck? No, I must have hit the one behind. No, it's a friend. Why the fuck were you lining on an A-20 then? Why the fuck were you lining up on a 920? He hadn't performed the ID because he was so clearly an enemy by what he was doing. I might even ask him in chat. What the fuck? They don't is retarded. No, it's his fault. What the fuck was he doing? Let's leave it at that. If he complains in chat, I respond. Okay. Luckily I haven't wasted much ammo, nor killed him, even if that will cost me in tons of points. I mean, no? You have 2 damage bombers, you see someone diving on them, what do you think? Let's go to the friendly objectives, I guess. We're actually to the south of it right now. The transport column. The transport column will be attacked for last. They will go for the Avia Ram now. Moving to that. That was certainly strange behavior on his part. Enemies here, I go to this airfield. Sorry, my English is very bad. Ah, the enemy airfield, it means. Other side of the map, okay. They're attacking the airfield right now. I should climb more. Avia Ram is under attack, you see? I knew it. I knew they would go for it. I normally would have performed an ID check on that plane, but it seemed so nefarious in its placement to go behind the bomber already smoking like that. Like you're lining up for a shot. At least flash your lights, I don't know. Perhaps he was also mistaken. He thought he was attacking some enemy plane. I don't know. So, Avia RM under attack. That would be an airfield, I guess. Probably that. Hey, thank you for liking the stream. No, actually following me, Andreas. Welcome to the crew. Now I got alerts for you guys that do. And I can actually thank you one by one, if I can, because if I'm in the middle of combat to see that, I have to take my eyes from it. Thank you for joining the crew. We also play War Thunder every day, if you do enjoy it. Okay. Not so far from the objective now. Which was under attack just a few minutes ago. The airfield ammo dump has been destroyed, you see, they're still bombing it. I'm flying a bit low, to tell you the truth. I don't like the feeling of visibility that this plane gives when you look ahead. It's like bluish. It's probably the armored glass that he uses. Okay, this is the objective right here. No, it would be closer. I'm on top of it, okay. Now we found it. Appears to be safe at the moment. They destroyed a couple buildings. Yeah. Nodding that way. Don't break out, please, yes. I wish to return to the cloud's altitude. performance is bad, like very bad today. No idea why. It had improved so much. Shouldn't have upgraded the driver. So it might be the different map, I don't know. We're gonna test it on a different map once I'm done with this sortie, and then perhaps return to the match, because I want to understand what the heck happened. I struggled to pass 40. Yesterday it was between 40 and 50, no problems. This objective is hard to see. Okay, along the road. In practice it's along the road, yeah. How's my fuel? I've been flying for a while. Ah no, I got planned. Should we start moving towards the enemy airfield, I guess, if no one comes? But what's the player number, I mean? No, there's plenty. Sorry, just been unlucky. Enemies? At Bere down? At Bere? What does he mean? Our tanks and vehicles is under attack at 85, no, 05, 06. Ah, okay, straight east. Pretty close. Diving for this. Let's see, huh? Tanks and vehicles. No, actually... 0605, not 0506. What an annoying misunderstanding. You have a contact over there. You look kinda big. Of course he disappeared. Ah. Bomber. Could be a German doing level bombing or a Russian on his way to something else. To me it looks fairly Russian. German, I mean. Let me look there. Someone else is already intercepting. That's German. No, actually I might be looking at his escort. Wait, I want to be 100% sure I really did that mistake today. That's a friend. And why wasn't he attacking the bomber? And most importantly, where is it? Hey, thank you for liking my stream. I cannot see your name, excuse me, because I'm VR. I'll try to look at it later. And thank you personally. That was big, eh? To lose even that. But I mean, if the friendly was that close and not attacking... And yet it had a yellow stripe on the tail, didn't it? I think it did. Ah, here it is. Okay. It's not the same thing. Did they shoot me? What was that sound? Okay. They did. Looking bad. Almost got him. Almost. I came really close actually. I'm not so badly at the moment. I can pretty much follow him, but not away. Let's try to stay low. Shit, my performance is horrible. I see double, I see triple. But what? Why? Why? He runs so well these days. What the heck happened? This guy is not very good, I think. What the heck is he doing? Okay, now it's a duel, man. You wanted an assassination, you got a duel. You gotta be rising up to it. He's firing a flare? Why? He got a friend then. He's calling for his friend. Yeah, this is bad. He's got a buddy coming. He keeps firing flare. Hey, help me! There's a bad guy on my tail. He's firing too, he found. I hope he doesn't end like that, but unfortunately, yeah, the friend found me. I had bested him on every front, but now he got a friend on the battle. I don't know how it's gonna end. I lost more energy than him more quickly, for some reason. And now I'm in trouble even against him, and also the friend is coming. Here it is. Well, I guess it was an attempt. 2-on-1. Hey Nix, hi. You shared the stream, thank you. What's the actual alert that I got for the sharing of it? Liquid Snake. Kill me. There's something wrong with my performance of the game though. It's running very badly. In that dogfight it was horrible. Let me try to change the settings again, I guess. How annoying. Optimization. Vertical. It's like it was yesterday. Frame prenderizzati. Probably should stay to 1, you know. 1. Also, what's my refresh rate? No, it's the correct one. The resolution is lowered. Everything like yesterday, yet. Good fight, yeah. No, but I would have won if it was 1-on-1, I think. Which is still a good feel, even if it went bad. I did a successful bombing run, but apart from that, not much yet. Let's try again. I will go from the other airfield though. And keep the LA-5FN, of course. And you get a notification when you share the stream. Did it show up? I mean, I don't need this thing. We have the GPS map. Don't try the new version of the Facebook site on desktop. Terrible. Okay, gents. I'll follow your advice. Today the performance is back as usual. It's become bad again. I don't know why, but I hate it. Let me open the window. It's a bit hot. After that big fight, I need some air. Okay, this will give us more light as well. And back to the pilot seat. What's happening? Is he loading? What's he doing? I hear the sound, but I don't see. You gave that 109 a hard time. You made him run for his money. You saw how he was shooting flares left and right. That was kind of funny, actually. But okay, I think the game crashed. I have the faint feeling that the game might have crashed. Yes. That was too much. That combat was too much for the game. Okay, let's start it. Maybe it will fix the performance horror that I was experiencing. I might hope. Let's see, yeah? I don't know. I said it like yesterday. I will do something, possibly. I will delete the custom settings that I have put for this one game, because I'm gonna use the standard ones. It's possible that they got messed up by the new update. I swear every time I get an update, either in Steam VR or Nvidia, this is the outcome. It ruins VR. Forever. IL-2 Sturmovik. Yeah, I cannot delete it. No. Così in cazzo stai disabled though. Fotogrammi pre-renderizzati per realtà virtuale. Set it back to 2, I don't know. Well, maybe just restarting it will fix it. I didn't change anything within the game, so that's not it. During the dogfight, the performance was horrible. It's like 8 degrees here, but I know what you mean. Gets a bit hot and sweaty during a desert dogfight. No, here in Italy it's still warmer, but apparently it will become cold very soon. From what they said, next week we will have not just the coronavirus, but also a sudden return of winter, so even better. Praise be. You gotta set it up, I think. And honestly, I don't know what to set up, because it's not that complex. You go here, and just... it's this. It's this. It's activated, no? Alert box. Sources. Delay. Sorgent. Strumenti moderatore. Ah, but I can see the last notification that appear. Yeah, I got a follower. Thank you, Andreas. 30 minutes ago. I got a like from Jerry. Thank you, from 26 minutes. And Nick's Gaming liked the stream 7 minutes ago. So that's what's showing up on the stream. Only that I don't have actually any event for the shares. That's the thing. Ooh, I lost the chat window. Wait. Gotta maximize it again. Returning to the battle. Let's see if matters improve. In terms of performance, I mean, huh? Is it possible that the actual streaming program is taking more resources? No, doesn't make sense actually. I'm thinking now about it. But yesterday I was already streaming with Streamlabs, even if I didn't set up the notification. So it's not the streaming app. Maybe if I close some useless stuff. Like I'm not using Discord. What must I tell you? The overlay are needed. Sometimes I have second thoughts about FPS VR. The handy little program that tells me about the performance. But if I disable that, I will no longer know about the performance. I'll do this while the game is loading, because it's still loading. I disregard the error message. I will put it at a lower resolution still, 85%. So it's now running 1848 by 2052, that by any mean. And someone is liking the stream. Nestor, hey, thank you. Excuse me, I'm wasting a bit of time, but the game crashed, it's not really on me. And now we'll be back in the air. Thank you for joining the stream. Let's see what we can do. From Svino Pogorolovka, I will go again. And I will go with my trusty... No, we're out of LA-5FN. Maybe from here. They still have a couple here. So I'll go from here, I guess. Reduce the fuel. And that's it. And spawn the plane. Performance is still good. But it's not like we're rendering the affiliate. BOS only uses 4 threads, so you should be able to stream it without huge performance drops. It's likely, actually. It's meaning that it always ran like shit, even before I started to stream. It never ran well whatsoever in any way. It's just a game that is like this. But today, it's worse. You see, I'm teetering on 40. I go above, below, above, below. It used to be the other day, I was again well above 45. My CPU has 8 cores. Ah, so you have the Ryzen like me. I use the same CPU. That's the reason I can even stream in VR. I don't think it's possible with an Intel, you know. You don't see many VR streamers, there's a reason for that. No RPM control. No, actually... I didn't spawn the LA-5FN, right? Because I have an RPM controller. Well, I guess. I had selected it though. But no mixer control. It's a different version of the plane? Possible? No, but it has it. There is an RPM control on the LA-5FN. I got it mixed. No, it's him. Also, the booster is going, it's him. Okay, turning to the south. And let's try to find some combat again. I mean, at least this time I gave him a run for his money, but I need a wingman, man. I needed you. I needed giants with me in the air. At least I got my bombing run points still. I didn't lose them from the game crash, I mean. Still an achievement, if not a great one. Okay, move back from boosted mode. And Avia remedies, since the enemy is congregating around that. You saw he was shooting flares again and again. It was kinda funny, flashing his lights, shooting at air just to be found by the enemy. We should do that, gents. When one of us is heavily under attack, the other, he starts spewing. Oh, the airfield is under attack. Flares at all times, so continuously basic, that's what I meant. So the other can find him easily. The airfield is under attack, but the enemy is not right on the airfield proper. He will be around. Let me see if I can find it. Anti-air should be a telltale sign. Well, I see nothing. Yet it's still flashing. Share the stream like this. Zarlok is staying on, but is he flying? Yeah, no, I can read it. How's that for a tagline? I think the best way to fly fighters is to have one high and the other low. And that was what they were doing, of course. Yes, that was exactly what they were doing. If he was 1-1, even if he had the first hit, I would have won. Unfortunately, they were well versed in co-op tactics. Trying to find this guy that is apparently threatening the airfield. No longer flashing, so he's gone outside of its range. Well, at least I'm high now. Enemy airfield at 0607 destroyed. I'll start heading for the objective at this point. We have no way of finding this guy, if even he is still in the air. Why am I producing so much smoke? I'm not in boosted mode, I'm not overheating. There is no mixture control on the LA-5. The high plane keeps the low in sight. When the low one gets attacked, they start turning, and the high one dies on it. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Except for the fact that he did it clumsily, and so I almost got him, because he was also trying to attack at the same time. Hey, thank you for following me, Marco. Welcome to my stream. We always playing games all the time, every day. Tomorrow morning, War Thunder. Possibly with the Swedish planes. Let's move towards the Aviaran objective now. While scanning, of course, for potential contacts. There is none. I wonder if there's a way to have the mini feed. I should have an app that gives me all this information in one window so I can put it in the overlay. The chat from the Facebook thread, the number of viewers, and the mini feed from Streamlabs. But I guess that's just wishful thinking on my part. They will never make one. Unless you can perhaps take out the mini feed and put it on top of the other window. What do you think about side by side but a certain distance? Also a good tactic. It's called mutual protection. Yeah, I know, guys, but I always fly alone. Unfortunately, both of you have to work, unlike me. I'm in quarantine. I bet you would like to be quarantined like me right now. Our IIM is under attack. Surprise, surprise. The tactic, you mean? Okay. Hey, Nix, no, by the way, you were saying you would be playing tomorrow morning, right? What do you say about the Swedish planes? We might do that. I unlocked some in arcade mode. I have some planes ready to use in our simulation sessions, of course. I got to the last fighters of the first rank. The one after the Biblans, of course, I mean. They're rated fairly low. But they seem good, for what I tried. Okay, 20 kilometers from the objective. Still no visual on anything, because this is Sturmovik, of course. Okay. Looks friendly. So what's he diving for? It must be the map, the reason for which I'm having bad performance. The only different thing. We're flying on a different map. The quantity of games that I can actually stream is getting narrower and narrower. I will have to switch to no VR eventually. I mean, Dirt Rally now runs badly. DCS doesn't run at all. This runs, but it's 50%. So the only safe flight simulator that still works 100% is War Thunder. But even that, you know, Jens, you were telling me about a crash that it froze and closed itself, and I said it never happened to me. Today it happened to me twice. The Streamlabs I meant, I haven't even started the Swedish tree, lack of interest due to its lack of involvement in World War II, and also in modern conflicts, but I don't mind starting. There's a couple of interesting designs, I think. The Twin Tail one looks pretty cool, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't dislike flying that. Okay, got of course. Now AVRM is a pretty hard to spot objective, like it looks like an airfield, but it's in a straight line along the road. It might be that, yeah. Well, it was under attack previously, so let's try to find it again. And this time maybe a fighter that doesn't have a body. I don't know, it might be interesting, no? Also, we would be playing low rank, so Jens could join with the Italians. We would need a match that has both Italians and Swedish on the same side, if we can find it. A really good dive bombing site during World War II. I don't know, I haven't unlocked the bombers yet. I was in my way to unlock the first one. They're fairly easy to unlock. You already have a pretty big bomber, but it's rated low, very low. Like, you would be able to fly together with the planes that you have on the Italian side, James, but even despite looking much more modern. That's the objective, there's very little of it left standing, it seems. They've been pounding it pretty hard. Now, if the enemy were coming from the enemy air... But you see how it is, it's unfair. Their base is so close. Also blew out number, he says. Really? That's rare, normally you have more Germans. They are so close to the objective compared to the long trek that we have to do it to even guard it. It's unfair as a map. Filthy neutrals. I guess that's the reason Nix also dislikes them. Well, dislikes their involvement in plane warfare in the context of War Thunder, at least. Well, certainly it would be historically out of place, but it's nonetheless the most historically out of place thing in that game. At least we do get a reinforcement in terms of catalog on Monday. Because Helix comes out, Half-Life Helix, I will be playing that on stream, I bet. 100%. I hope it runs well, at least. That should run well, no? It's made from freaking Valve. That's about all what Swedish is. Interesting design, but I don't know their involvement in any major conflict. Sweden in general has always had good designers, no? Think Ikea, Nokia, Lego also. Okay, we have a contact. Looks German. Isn't that a yellow nose? Not sure. That's Russian. From the top is the only case in which I'm good at telling one from the other. From behind it's difficult for me. What's he doing though? Is he attacking someone? Let's follow him. What are you doing? Speak to me! But they still hate China's tech tree. I know you do. I know you do. Unfortunately, that's not very historical, is it? What the heck is this guy doing? Acrobatics. Why can I never find an enemy that does these silly maneuvers for me to shoot down? The enemies always are attentive and ready to murder me. Whereas the friends do strange manners like that. Zarlock, 2032 020. They've been pounding. Yeah. It's been impounded, you might even say. Is that a vulgar manner of saying? I'm not sure. Like, doesn't to pound mean like you bash it with something hard, if you know what I mean. Something hard. You might have got the wrong idea about my intention. I didn't mean to be vulgar. What the fuck is that? Looks 110-ish. Also by its behavior. That's a 110. Is that a 110? That's a 110. Is that a 110? Don't black out, please. That's a PA2. Why is a PA2 flying low above the objective? Yeah, PA2. He's returning from another. Well, we've been guarding it. That's the best I can say. Not hitting anything, but we have been guarding the objective. Still above the Avia RM. Desperately hoping for an enemy to come my way. Oh, watch out, don't stall. It has a suggestive meaning. Ah, I can see. Now I know. I'll be careful about it. Also, buoy Doom Eternal. Buy Doom Eternal. Well, Doom Eternal. Is it good? I haven't read any review of it. You tell me, it's worth it in your opinion? I will trust your judgment on the matter. And I might buy it. I don't know. Honestly, To stream something without VR today has been a bit eye-opening, because like I said, I no longer know what the heck to do. I only have War Thunder that works well in VR right now. Even these have started to work badly. They made something very wrong with the entire media and technology of it. It's like the older games have been sort of abandoned, no? They always have been. They have the VR support just put into there. In the meantime, the drivers keep getting updated. SteamVR keeps getting oh shit updated. Oh shit, the bombing guitar. Look how they're pounding now. That's a 110, I think. Or maybe something bigger by the amount of ordnance. What the heck am I looking at? They've been upgrading everything except the games themselves. And I think that's the reason nothing ever works anymore. It sucks. I can only play War Thunder while knowing that it will work correctly. What the heck? Where the heck? You played single player, I guess. Well, but to stream single player, does it have multiplayer then? I think you told me that it should have, but you wasn't sure. I'll watch it on Twitch. If I see it popular there, I might join the crowd, I guess. Where we're heading now? Back to base. That doesn't make sense if he was an enemy. I returned to the objective. I don't think I was following the bomber. That looked too small to be the one releasing that kind of destruction. Okay, that's the objective. Is anyone avoiding me today or what? The objective is still up, huh? I think I'll move from here. Doesn't seem to be very much visited by the enemy. No, again, 0504. This is the place. It's under attack. But where? Right on top of it. Okay, strafing it. So that will be the enemy. I think we finally found it. Okay, 110. That cannot be a freaking PA2. He was strafing the objective. Shit, I gotta hurry with this guy. He might finish destroying the objective before I get him. There's like one building left standing, no more. And there's another plane there. He's escort. No, I think he's another guy boom and zooming him. Yeah. Don't steal my prey! Okay. Well, not bad. Shot down the bomber. And we were trio. There was 3 of us attacking him. Okay. Would love you to do Beat Saber. I don't have it. Have you ever seen me do Onward? That's the most physically active thing I do. Do you want to play a shooter with me, gents? I love them, like Onward or Pavlov. From time to time, these are fun to play. Also, Blade and Sorcery, if you... No, what's the name? Blade and Sorcery. The medieval game, but that's not multiplayer. I don't enjoy the fantasy of Beat Saber myself, but wielding sabers in general, yes, I'm okay with it. If they actually did a very cool game in VR that had that kind of mechanics. But Onward is pretty cool. It's also good for streaming. Some people are a bit too try hard for my tastes in that game. You find many more tryhards in these games than here, I think. Pavlov is cool. Pavlov is okay to play. If you want, any of these days. Beat Saber, no, I'm sorry. Not gonna do it. Also, I don't have the setup, because to properly stream Beat Saber, you would need a green screen, I think. It makes it far more engaging for the public. Should I just go and cash in the kill? Feels a bit wasteful, I still have ammo. How's my fuel? Ooh, more than half. What are these quarters? They're quarters, I think. So when it hits 1, I should be starting to return. That stupid lake or whatever it is looks like a streak of a plane. I'm constantly checking it and double and triple checking it. I'm not damaged, right? Because it hit me. Just a bit. Let me check the tail. Well, actually, yes. And also, yes. I'm now more damaged because an enemy actually is on my tail, if you can believe it. That's not the way I wanted to find a target. And someone is on his tail, or am I hunted by 2 planes, actually? I'm hunted by 2 planes. Praise be. We found the enemy. I'll bring you with me to Hades. And he dead. We killed one at least. What about the other? Imagine if I kill him as well. Let's try, I guess. He's following me, but not very well. Look at his friend still spinning. It's taking a while to die. I sure hope he cannot recover, but the altitude didn't seem to allow for it. I have some help, it seems. How the tables have turned, and how the fuck did you hit me? What's that? Friendly. Of course I find myself behind the friend. And okay. But is he following the other guy? This is excellent. No. Yes. Stalling and dying. No. Good, good, good. He dead too. Did I get 2 kills or what? I think I did. First engine damage. Well, first engine damage. That was certainly a kill. Let's try to return. Oh, I have Onward 2. I know a few people. Might be able to convince them to play. Ah! Well, you're telling me something that is very inviting. What the fuck is that? I I can play other games besides planes. It's only that they seem to be the most watched in my stream, but I can easily move to other genres if need be. Oh, but mostly if the occasion calls for it, yeah, because if we're playing together, that's a German. Even if the engine is damaged, it's too tempting. No, but what? Okay, they got me. Well, we was looking for action, and at least we found it. In the end, we did find the action. Simulator Vector 36. What were you telling me? I scrolled the thing upward. Ah, no, sorry, I hadn't read it. Let me see. Good VR games for you to stream. Budget cuts. Elite Boneworks. Boneworks I streamed, I had like 2 viewers. Because Boneworks is very, very boring. I think I don't especially enjoy it. Reds I have it. Frontier Pilot Simulator. What is Frontier Pilot Simulator? I don't know it. Vector 36 I don't either. But these games are boring, man. They're not the best games in my opinion. They just are good because in VR. But the actual mechanics of them is a bit subpar. Okay. Respawn. Let's see the points of this sort, yeah? I think I got 2 kills. Will I have been awarded them both? Yes. So 5 points. Which puts me? Only 11th. I guess we got a bomb at this time. We gotta raise the score. Let's go bombing. In any case, you only score when you bomb in this game. And there's only an enemy objective left, so more the better. Tanks and vehicles. We're gonna bomb the tanks and vehicles from Zvino Pogorelovka. And maybe for the sake of variety I should pick the A20. But I like the PA2 too much. So I'm sorry guys. But this time we bring 2 bigger bombs. What about 4 250 bombs? Because against tanks, no? Can one of these destroy a tank? I think so. And blister turret, but not rockets. The rockets suck. I don't want the rockets. Less fuel. And go. That was a good sort, yeah? Even if they kill me, I managed to bring 2 down. That's not bad. So, engage. I might be able to play this in about 45 minutes, but I suspect you will have finished. It's exactly the time I have left. Yes. And I'm sorry for that. Tomorrow morning you will come, right, James? Tomorrow morning, same time? I was hoping we might play them. Morning session is also longer. Oh, this time it started well. I think I raised the RPM to tell you the truth, but still it started well. So you see, it's actually a bug, whether it starts or not. Raising the RPM. Release the brakes. Yeah. Should I care for the runway orientation? Nah. We're Russian. Let's be Russians all the way. Where am I? Okay. Under 50. 150 is already enough, I think. But I have 4 bombs. Let's do it 170. Yeah. Well, more like 150, yeah. Maybe I lower my flats. I raised my flats a bit too soon. Keep the flats there. $200. And now you raise the flats, okay. Low and fast. Straight to the tanks and vehicles. I hope I can find them in time. If we bomb them well, we might actually be the deciders that win the match. After all, who knows how many bombers are actually in the air right now. Oh, it seems we have an escort. Sure hope he doesn't crash into me. Why isn't the RPM changing? Wrong button, I think, huh? Is this? The RPM isn't changing. Should I worry about it? But the mixture isn't either. No, okay, now the mixture. There's something wrong with my joystick. It's like the scale of the control is wrong. Just go 100% throttle and RPM. I guarantee the engines won't die. Good, because apparently I cannot lower the RPM anymore for some reason. Okay. But why? Reselect the engines? Reselect the engines? No, engine selector is wrong. Yeah? Oh, okay, it was a bug thing, I don't know. Okay, now it's working. And also the mixer is working. Okay. Tanks and vehicles. I would rather do the full throttle thing on my return trip, to tell you the truth. I would conserve the durability of the engines during my trip to the objective. Some guy is named Atomic Buttocks. Sylvester Stalin is here. I know that guy. He's an Italian player. Itaf Jumpix. Chaos Demon. Scourge. Zzo. I like the fact that our best player in team is named Player 10-454. That's a very easy to remember name. Player 10-454. Wow, but performance is abysmal. James, look at this. 30 frames per second for VR. What the heck is happening? Used to be that I could do over 60 no problem. Even while streaming. I don't know what happened. Shouldn't have updated my graphic card. It finally was working well. Or I could get a track here and do these games without VR, in theory. Still, as I was saying the other day, to get anything delivered right now in Italy is practically impossible. You gotta wait weeks and you're not even sure they bring you the stuff. Kill, what plane were you flying? A lot of people fire on friendlies in this game. It's very hard to do EFF. Before the end of the stream I want to try my performance on a different server or map, because maybe just a different map, that might be the reason it's performing so badly. That's the last objective, right? There's nothing else. No, tanks and vehicles. I can win the match basically by being here right now. Of course it won't be easy to find them. So supposedly inside the city of Zadelnoe, which is on a road south of the river. So I will see to the left of the river there is this town. There's a couple, these two, Bikovka and Verkhovska or whatever the hell it is. And past of this, another one, inside which the tanks and vehicles should be. That's a town. It seems right to left, which will make it east to west since we're heading southwest. Probably I'm looking at Vershovka. No, or the closest one, not sure. That's a big air combat. Look at that. So that's where the objective is. And they're defending it. Let's try to pound it hard enough for them to disregard my arrival. This will be eventful once I'm there with all these fighters above. Might even get a kill out of it if my gunner performs well. Or if someone is stupid enough to miss the boom and zoom. I don't know what that is, but it's not the tanks and vehicles. Probably the airfield I see past of it. So it's before that. Okay, these are enemies, possibly. That's the road. That's the river. Like I said, to the left of the river. So that's the road and that's the city we want. Yes. Go faster and lower. We don't want to attract attention. I start opening the bomb bay already, better sooner than later. The problem here is spotting the actual tanks. This is the first smaller town, and that's the one where the objective is. She's already smoking. Yeah. Let's see any friggin' tanks. As expected. Okay, my gunner is firing. Let's perform evasive maneuver. No tank whatsoever there. Fuel leak. Enemy on the right side, it seems. There is no tank. Yes, of enemy. I just bomb it and call it a day because, yeah, otherwise we'll not be dropping bombs at all. I have too many enemies on my tail. So, bomb, and well, the pilot is dead, but I did release some bombs, but I did drop something. Zarlok has been killed. Well, you tell me. You see any tanks? Now we can watch at it pretty closely. Could that be... No. And well, the intelligence was wrong. No, I don't want to remove this view. I want to find the tanks now that I'm on the ground. I wonder if I killed an enemy or two. Okay. That was stupid. Let me see the score. 0 points. Well, I guess. The target wasn't there. I said to go back there and maybe engage combat. Yak 7B will be good. Could even put... no, it doesn't carry the bombs. No, but at least it will take a shorter time to go back there. This is the last objective in practice, no? I did. Also, I crashed on top of it. There were no tanks whatsoever. And tanks and vehicles should have been there. Okay, this guy is taking off with a Sturmovik. I guess he will be there by 7-8 p.m. more or less. That's some patient type. I'm not so patient myself. Come on. Was he able to spawn an LA-5 while I was? That was an LA-5, right? Not sure though. Okay. Go. Objective is waiting for us, and this time it will take shorter time to get there. Since I'm a fighter, I want to achieve my revenge. straight south, I guess. Take control of the radiators. Remove the mixture. Check the smoke. Smoking now, so I need more radiator. I need less throttle. I reduce the RPM. Something strange with the RPM control. Cool off already. What the heck? Okay. Smoke is still coming out too. Why? I'm not overheating. Must be the mixer. What the heck is the problem? Oh, okay. I'm going straight south, but I don't see the icon on the map because I had zoomed it. Okay. Still, I mean, 2 air kills, 2 buildings destroyed. Only 4 times dead. It evens up, more or less. Let's try to get another air kill at least before the end of the match. Which won't last very long, I suppose, once someone manages to find the actual tanks. Let me try to ask in chat. Even if now I'm not bombing them. Anyone knows where the tanks actually are? For allies. We need more fighter. Yak coming. 605. On our way. Yeah. No, that's true in any case. They have a fighter screen that's basically impossible to pass through. You need someone to achieve air superiority first. They will all be there. This is actually the most engaging part of the battle, I guess. Another one on the way. Altitude 2006. Want to go clouds altitude at the very least, but possibly even above it. Perform smoke check. Okay, lean the mixture. The more you climb, the more you lean it. That's the reason the Russian engines work so badly at altitude. You gotta lean the mixture. Okay. I'll increase the RPM to compensate. I hope it doesn't overheat. But it shouldn't actually, yeah, because at this altitude I can even close the radiators possibly. Ooh, I turn around. Watch the engine coolant temperature. I'm asking too much. Ah, finally out of the cloud. Surprisingly difficult to keep straight when you're into the clouds, actually. Without a frame of reference, the plane always tries to turn another way. Well, now we are at good altitude to initiate combat. And I guess 1, 2 and a half. 25 kilometers from the objective. Not so far away. No one responded to my very useful question, like where the heck is the objective that we're supposed to destroy, but apparently no one knows. That's the thing, actually. Yeah, so many airfields in this game that are not even in the battle. Like, what the heck is that? It's there, you can see it, it's not an objective, like an abandoned airfield. Possibly they weren't deploying from it, so it doesn't matter in the picture of the battle. Or maybe it's because they edited the mission that way, because I think these missions are player made, the ones they run on the Wings of Liberty server. Possibly. It's not really much of a difficult job, you just position the objectives on the map, basically. All the rest is played by the players. $15 km now, more or less. Chaos Demon has been killed. They're fighting above the objective. How did I survive the crash? You didn't, because it said Chaos Demon has been killed. But maybe it's a metaphor, he actually is still living. It's a dead man walking, so to speak. Still was killed by the fire, but still I must have hit ground at 500, 600. Well, if he was killed in the fire, it's not the best outcome, man. I like that guy. Well, a Chaos Demon would enjoy to die in a fire, I guess. Otherwise, what kind of Chaos Demon would it be? I blame Gaijin, look at that, Nix. They all blame Gaijin, even in this game. It's Gaijin's fault. Who's this? Gaijin guy. I keep hearing about. I guess, no? The bullshitting on the chat, that's a classic. Auravia Ram is under attack. Huh? Ah, so they actually moved from the objective that they're guarding. You don't want to know, LOL. But why must there be this rivalry between the two games, I wonder? To me they're both good. In a different way, but good. And that's possibly an enemy under attack that is calling for his buddies. And there's plenty of contacts over there, yeah? Or maybe a friend under attack that is doing the same. Okay, we just witnessed a duel. The end of it, and that's a Russian, I think, so let's stay high. Our friend won it. While checking the 6, of course, and keeping very close to the clouds, that give me a fake sense of safety at the very least. We must clear the objective for the bombers. If the bombers can destroy these tanks, we win, basically. So, let's contribute to the achievement of air superiority. I don't know where the actual tanks are. I actually tried to go for the bombing and couldn't. But now the enemy has possibly moved to a different objective. They're now on the attack for some reason. That's the town where the tanks were supposed to be but weren't. And that's something moving, but it looks Russian. Don't give up too much altitude. We are in a dangerous site after all. You have lost consciousness. Okay. Not a dangerous situation to do it. See that I suppose quite unpleasant from the pilot's point of view. Okay. Could be basically. Let's start to it and see. Okay. Whatever it is, it's under attack. That's Russian, which will make that... No, the German is in front, okay. And he's escaping, it seems. It's not the German. What the heck we diving for? He's not here. Shit, I'm even following this guy. Is he onto something or just dived wrong? Gotta check my 6. It's safe apparently. But I best climb again. I don't think he had a crew. The enemy had escaped him. Where we are in relation to the objective? Okay, southwest. Yes. I think the enemy might even have died because he was damaging it already. In any case, I lost them both. That's the useless airfield. Tanks of vehicles in the front. What's that streak that I saw? Not a tracer, no. Just from the air. Ah, here's the jet. Took me a while to find it again, huh? The objective. It's not like the tanks are actually there. Okay, right wing now. They've been killing one another, but the combat is not here. I would see it. I think they're fighting on the wrong objective right now, the AVRM-1. Because no one can freaking find the... You see how stupid it is? We would win, but we cannot find the tanks. Oh shit. Okay. He had the first pass, but he wasted it. Now 8 advantage is there, but I'm turning well, because I am a yak, and I outturn him. He's hidden in the clouds, somewhere. Somewhere over the clouds. Here you are. I can see right through you. He's gone that way. And I don't think he still has visual on me, because he wouldn't be flying that straight. Increase the power. Is that really him? We'll soon discover. Something coming that way too. With flashing his lights, I don't know, but I cannot lose sight of him. The clouds are so thick that I'm actually going to... But wait, he's diving again. That's a friggin' P2, not the guy that attacked me. Let me turn to the other. Looks Russian, but I'm not sure. Okay, we found the enemy on my back, unfortunately. Is damage or smoking? It's not looking good. No. Well. I tried. Enemy artillery at 0605 destroyed. So there was another objective. For the remaining time I will try on a different server, like I said. Let's look at something different. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you just don't have the opportunity of fighting. This is also realistic air combat. For that you always can try to turn a disadvantageous situation, but in real life, just like here, you wouldn't necessarily be able to. Ah, you mean you gotta go to the meeting? Okay, man. I'll be streaming for some time more, but not that long. Going to Berloga now. Got ambush, yeah. Okay. Berloga it is briefly. At the very least, let me see if he runs better, if it really was the fault of the map, because he wasn't running well. Quite a bit disappointed, to tell you the truth. It's again back to the bad state that it was. Unless it was the map. Let me try Berloga. Ah no, I'll go with the... Let's do something different. I'll go with the... Mustang P51D. If only we could use it on Berloga, on Wings of Liberty. Ah no, here it's performing bad. Good, look at this. 45, so it was the map. 60, 60, 50. I'm still having the good performance. It was because of the map. Berloga has external view, of course. The Mustang cannot control its radiator, no. Maybe from here? No, not at all. Okay. I see a piece coming off, it's a good sign. Come on. It's going down. Well, I'm not so sure actually. No, it's going down. There's one diving on me. Strange maneuver. What do you say? Wow! Slam roll! And he passed me. He walked. No! Too bad the plane had to spin. At least I got him off my tail, but he's coming back. Try to accelerate a bit. This is the Mustang after all. Okay, man, don't worry, don't worry. We'll do it next time. I should be faster than him. It is a freaking Mustang. Maybe you think you can catch a Mustang, but no. You won't be able to. Ooh. X, why is that plane faster than the Mustang? If I turn, I'm dead. So I won't. We reached a stall situation. It depends on whose engine breaks down first, basically. But why don't I gain on him? Let's go 100%. Mustang light speed engaged. What's my speed right now? 400. Well, not quite, a bit less. Ah, these are miles though. That's the reason I seem low. It's even gaining on me. It's persistent, huh? This is very unlike War Thunder. I would have left him in the dust already. It's not working like in War Thunder. He's wasting ammo though, huh? Can do it all day. For me. This persistent guy. This is completely unlike what War Thunder taught us in theory. I might be missing something, but the Mustang is fairly automatic. It's not like you can do much in terms of engine management and pushing all buttons. No, but I'm still gaining on him, very slightly. Should I start to turn? Because he's certainly not going away. I guess I can attempt a turn now. I don't know, I guess it's possible, but not likely. I'm trying to turn, but I turn a bit too hard apparently. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Not with a Mustang against a BF. But unless we want to stay here all day. Well, if they wanted to balance it, they didn't. Because now the Mustang turns like a Mustang, but it's not faster than the BF. And then what's the point of even using the Mustang? The tree. If I'm as fast as a BF, why should I fly this thing? I guess he knew very well what he was doing with chasing me. If the idea was to balance the plane, they could have done a better job of it. It's been a strange engagement. Look at this. Look at this. Some reversal. This is stupid though. That's not the way a Mustang fights. Unfortunately, I lost power because he damaged me. I don't know, man. I didn't check the... It's possible then. Possible, I guess. This was a lost cause to begin with. Let's do something crazy again because it's my last chance. I don't know if I have the altitude. But no, it's not gonna work. Yeah! Let me see the octane fuel thing. Can you spectate? Yeah, I wasn't. So, wrong fuel. I didn't do anything wrong in terms of strategy. I just didn't have the right loadout. Well, guys, it's about time for me to end the stream. It's been an eventful match. An eventful session, I mean. The initial ground run and the sortie where I killed 2 fighters were the good ones. For the rest, not very... not many surprises. Unfortunately, these games sometimes play out like that. You go and you hunt for the enemy for the most time. The hunting must stay interesting, otherwise it doesn't work. Probably with another person it's more interesting than if I play alone. In any case, tomorrow it would be faster, yeah, I would have won probably. Tomorrow morning we're doing War Thunder, so not such problems. War Thunder certainly has the action. I wonder if we will have the wingman. Apparently yes, apparently we will. Haven't I locked the alert box? Okay, but you can still select it from here. So, see you tomorrow morning, guys. Same time as always, this time no interruptions. No busy work to do. I'll be online for the usual hours. And same in the afternoon, I hope. Thank you for watching. Bye from Italy. Ciao, ciao.